Welcome back to The Walking Dead. The last episode ended on quite a cliffhanger. Let's see how Maggie gets out of this one. Well, this is really reminding me of what happened to Glenn back in Season 6. Oh, really reminding me of that, actually. How much you want to bet she crawls under the train? Same thing, you know, Glenn did to save himself when he crawled under the dumpster. I'll bet money. I mean, unless they have to go down into the train because something's blocking the way, I would just stay on top. There's no way the walkers can get you up there. It is very nice to see how far Gabriel's come.
Where's Maggie?
Yeah, about that.
Go up there, you're dead. She'd be pissed if you tried.
Why would he be dead if he goes up there? I feel like there's not a good explanation as to why they can't stay on top of the train. Well, at least he found Dog. Where is he exactly, though? Must be on a different, subway line if he was, crawling through the walls. I'm guessing these are the people who were all killed, or the people who killed all of those people. That looks like a rough day. I'm trying to piece together what happened to all these people. Still not quite figuring it out. Eat the rich.
Which means it was in your brother's wallet, which means he kept the wallet on him.
Oh, so it's not a sister, it's a brother.
And also what you said.
Yeah, I was a lawyer. It comes naturally.
Can I help you?
You stick to the story. Well, what do we do? Be cool.
All right, Yumiko, go for it.
You want to speak to my supervisor?
That's right. We want to talk to the manager.
That's right. We want to talk to the manager. Sometimes, when in doubt, sometimes being a Karen can help you. Okay. Dear Dad, you always said if you don't come back in a week to move on. Went looking. It's been 3 weeks, so we're going next. I'll watch Jesse turn the radio. Well, soon left Tom and Jesse. Well, I hope they made it. Aww. They look like cute kids. Maybe Tom and Jesse are over at the Commonwealth. Who knows? Oh, look at that poor dog. He's shaking. I wonder if Daryl sees all this and thinks that, it could have been him. He was the deadbeat before all this happened. Man, I would not want to go crawling through there. She said she wanted to speak to the leader, not you two.
If I had to guess, I'd say forensic psychologist.
Damn.
Perhaps
She's
you
got
were
you
an
nailed to the
academic,
wall.
which makes me believe your currency is the US dollar. And that you need to strictly control the amount in circulation.
Interesting. I didn't
You
think
use
about
familiar
that.
money as a power. You need to justify your existence too.
I suppose we all do.
Because isn't it almost more valuable now? They won't murder you in your sleep.
She must have been a damn good lawyer because that was impressive.
So, would you like me to list my professional credentials again?
Gotta say, she handled that way better than I ever could have.
Maybe she'll be out by the time I'm back.
Maybe. Things do seem like they're going pretty well.
I'm excited.
Man, I almost wish Princess was, brought onto the show way earlier than she was. She is so entertaining. Dude, I'm so claustrophobic. I could not do this. 100%, I would choose death over having to crawl through this. Oh, fuck this, dude. This makes it, hard for me to breathe just watching it. It took a long time to get that door open, but congrats, everybody. One down, probably 15 more to go.
It's below us.
Ah, she did save herself by going below. How did she know which train car they were in? I suppose just follow the walkers, wherever they're most congregated. I do love the parallels between her and Glenn. That was nice. Ooh, this is gonna be a fun conversation, Negan.
So what?
You're just admitting it?
Yeah.
Tried to kill her.
I don't know if so what's gonna cut it here.
Well, I didn't help. There is a big difference.
Not really.
She was just talking about murdering me.
She was.
Sooner rather have been a golden goddamn asset for every single one of you.
You
Brian
have.
Hilltop, that helped.
I'm not buying a word of it.
Same.
I buy it.
It happens.
It doesn't change that what he
We can get through
did
the
with
city
Maggie
without
was
him.
fucked up, but I mean, I totally get him.
Did you close it? Gage?
Come on, man. You didn't close the door.
What seems a bit loose. Right there.
I know he is.
Come on, Maggie. You should save him. I'm with Alden. I would try and save him.
Are you insane?
And you guys, that's fucked up. He's just a kid.
Okay, I won't do it again.
I would give him another chance. Come on. It's fucked up what he did.
Listen to me. We have
Come
time.
on.
Get
He's
that
a
door
kid.
open.
We
We don't have the ammo to clear them.
You got knives. You're all badasses. Come on. Gage, just grab your weapon and start fucking it up. Oh, is he gonna kill himself? Jeez. Oh my god. This is actually a lot darker than I expected. Shit. Like I said, I don't know. Ooh, that's gnarly. Damn. At least he's pretty much dead already. Eugene, don't do anything stupid. Stick to the story. You'll meet Stephanie at some point. Just relax.
My other friend went to use the ladies' room.
What friend?
What the hell is going on?
I need you to leave.
I was with you, Alden. I would have tried to save him. Probably wouldn't have even been able to, but I would have tried.
You guys don't want to look at him. Why?
Yeah, you feel guilty?
Is the shell of a man who died a coward.
Whatever you say, Gabriel.
Cake, the worst way imaginable.
I don't know about the worst way,
The
but
worst ways.
yeah, it wasn't the worst, but it was pretty bad.
Frail old man.
Yeah,
And he said he'd give us food for our trouble.
but
I knew that he was a liar. And then we went inside the house. And I locked my little boy in a room. But I handled them. And I thought maybe they had people tied up there. That were trying to get free.
but what did they actually have up there?
I thought it was an animal. Her arms and her legs had been cut off,
Oh, Jesus.
stitched up in her throat where her vocal cords had been ripped out.
Fucking hell, there's some evil people in this world.
And her belly was round and full.
Oh, God. Ugh.
Whatever was inside of there was trying to get out.
Oh, my God.
Their hearts were still beating.
Oh, please tell me you put them out of their misery. Like, there ain't
Do you
no
know
way
the
they
first
wanted to
thing I
live.
thought? And Herschel and I filled the cart with it. And we left.
Damn. That would have made for a really, really fucked up episode of The Walking Dead. I almost wish we had gotten that. And I'm almost glad that, we didn't. More importantly, where is Dog? He really does love that thing. Oh, look who it is. Whew, okay.
Where's the ammo bag?
I lost that too.
Wow. Come on, guys, hurry it up here. Any day now. 3-1, not bad. So far, so good. Just keep it up, everyone. Oh, come on. Maybe go back to my original plan. Just go up top again and just stay up top. Yeah, sure. You two are gonna have to work together if you want to live. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's sick, dude. Let's go, everybody. Thank you very much, Daryl. Oh, shit. All right. Close that door. Nice. You're making yourself a little shiv. Now this is reminding me of Terminus.
I think that you can't lie for shit.
I mean, he did fool everybody for a pretty long time.
Because everything else I've said up to this point has been a goddamn truth.
Aww.
I went to West Point. Asshole.
Hey man, you were being kind of a dick. You earned it. Is that Stephanie?
Which one of you is Eugene?
Aww.
I'm Stephanie.
Aww, that's so cute. I'm happy for you, Eugene. Looks like there's a tentative truce for the time being. I'd say it's earned. They both screwed each other over and sort of helped each other out here in the end. Well, they only lost Gage down in the subway, and he got seriously fucked up. But it could have gotten a lot worse. Yeah, this looks real fun. Damn, what the fuck? Who would do this? Why? Oh, shit. Whoa! Oh my god! Okay, shit just got intense real fast. This must be them. Oh, you think you're so cool with your purge masks. Oh, is that it? Ah! Yeah. That was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. Well, I really enjoyed the episode. I thought it was a great combination of really good character beats, really intense, action-heavy moments, and it had a healthy dosing of maybe not necessarily horror, but some genuinely disturbing things, which I think many people can agree is some of the best stuff they ever put on the show, is when they really focus on the horror aspect of things. That's one of the reasons the past 2 seasons have been so well received, because they're finally getting back to that. They're showing and doing things that are genuinely kind of terrifying. And in this episode, the moment where Gage is, left to die, which I still am against that decision. I really would have tried to help him. I understand why they made that decision. I mean, he already betrayed them once, he was a coward, and if they tried to save him, there's a good chance that one of them might end up dying, and to save him didn't seem like it was worth it. But I don't know, when I saw him, I saw a scared kid who made a big mistake and, wanted a second chance, didn't want to die. So that was pretty fucked up. And like I said, a little disturbing how he stabs himself in the chest, not only so he doesn't have to, suffer the extreme pain of the death that he's about to have, but also as, a big fuck you to Maggie because she let him die. I don't know, I found it genuinely pretty freaky watching him stab himself in the heart. And the other genuinely very disturbing moment in the episode was Maggie's story about when her and Herschel were on the road. When she mentioned the chloroform rag, I kind of got the impression that it was heading in a certain direction. But then hearing that those deformed, twisted men amputated all of those women's arms and legs so that they couldn't run, gouged out their eyes, cut out their vocal cords, and then were all just consistently raping them, and some of them were still alive, oh, holy shit, that is very dark, disturbing, fucked up shit. That's some kind of stuff you would hear on Game of Thrones. I don't know if they've ever mentioned anything quite that dark on this show before. And it was very eye-opening to see that Maggie, while telling that story and in the moment, she wasn't more concerned about them and what happened in that situation. She was more concerned about getting food for her son, which goes to show you that this world really, really changes people. And not even necessarily in a bad way, it's just she needs to survive. So her number one priority is not going to be sympathy for the less fortunate, it's going to be doing whatever she has to do to keep herself and her son alive. Everything going on in the Commonwealth, I mean, it's still very interesting, but I'm so confused. I understand they probably do all this as a way to, push people to their limits, see what they're gonna do when they're not given an immediate yes. But if all of Eugene's friends got processed and accepted through, why would they scare him so badly? They were obviously gonna send him through too. I don't know, I don't really like their methods, but they don't seem like bad people. And goddamn, I love that scene with Yumiko just owning their shit. She's like, look, you think you've been, inspecting me. It's been the other way around this whole time, so let me tell you your whole life story, why you should shut the fuck up and take me to who I want to talk to. That was pretty badass. I can see why she was the sort of de facto leader of her former group. I did like how everything wrapped up with Negan and Maggie. It's also interesting to see all the class dynamics of the episode. From what I can gather, the people down in the subway all, revolted and murdered a bunch of other people. I don't know if it was all the poor killing all the rich, the other way around, or a good mixture of the two, but it's clear there was a huge clash between the impoverished and the wealthy. And with no rules in the zombie apocalypse, things went very, very badly. And at first glance, I feel like that's kind of a random commentary to put in the episode, but I'm betting that that's going to heavily tie into what's going on with the Commonwealth, because Yumiko even confirmed, you guys still use money, you are the old world still. So I'm guessing there are going to be some class struggles that we're going to be witnessing at the Commonwealth. And if this was their way of kind of setting that up, I think that's very smart. That was pretty solid writing, if that's what they're doing. Technical time. How fun was the episode? I actually did find myself enjoying this episode more, but not in a conventional way. I said in the last episode, the show's not really known for being a fun one to watch. It's intense and it's dramatic, but fun's not necessarily the right word for it. However, they had a decent amount of comedy like they did in the last episode with the Commonwealth characters. And even though it's technically the opposite of fun, I found the very disturbing moments in this episode to make the episode as a whole much more enjoyable, because I mean that's what you're after in a show like this. You know, I really enjoy the horror aspect of my zombie genre stuff. So I actually think this episode was more fun than the last one, despite being less fun, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 actually. How important was the episode? I would say very important. So important, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Like Eugene, Yumiko, Princess Ezekiel, they all got into the Commonwealth, they met Stephanie, they've learned quite a bit about them now. I shouldn't say quite a bit, but they've learned a bit about them now. Maggie and Negan have come to a sort of consensus, which is kind of a big deal. We had 2 side characters die, which kind of isn't a big deal, but considering the ramifications it had towards our main characters, I think it was important. How cinematic was it? I found this episode to be a bit more cinematic than the last. Not a whole lot, I wouldn't say. But there were some pretty cool, like, Dutch angles thrown into this episode. And once again, the 2 most disturbing scenes in the episode, they felt very, very well done, and they felt like a treat for the show, you know, just a step above the normal quality. So I'm gonna have to give this episode an 8 out of 10 in terms of how cinematic it was. Music in this episode was very good. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Once again, those 2 very disturbing scenes, the music really shined in those moments as well, because it was subdued, but really emphasized how unbelievably screwed up both of those situations were. Effects, I think, were better in this episode as well. Again, I don't think there was anything spectacular. There was also nothing that like really drew my eye in terms of being an eyesore. So I'll also give that an 8 out of 10. Costumes and sets. I happen to really, really like it. Once again, all the sets that they used for like the subway scenes, I think were really well done. I think it would have been very easy to make all those sets look extremely fake, but they did a great job. Once again, immersing me into everything. And I particularly liked the set where they reached the end of the metro and they could see the sky up above them. I just thought that was particularly well done in terms of set design. Like I said, it reminded me of something from The Last of Us, seeing everything all broken down while all the vines and trees are growing up through the cement. It looked great. So I'll give it the same as the last episode, an 8 out of 10. Acting in this episode was also very good. I was impressed with the actor who plays Gage, because I've never seen him do anything before this episode that I was impressed by, but his death scene was pretty good. He sold me on how like pissed and terrified he was in that moment. And I loved the story time with Maggie, because she just recounted all that in such a cold, slow-moving kind of way. Like, her delivery of everything is part of why that scene worked so well. So personally, I would give Lauren Cohan the award, you know, again. She really killed it in this episode. So that's gonna be another 8 out of 10 for me. And in terms of pacing, I think the episode was still a little on the slow side. I think they could have sped it up just a teeny little bit more. But they had a great amount of very revealing character moments. Like I said, there was some good action thrown in there. And there were only a couple scenes where I thought it dragged a little bit, the biggest one being when Eugene was being interrogated. But I do think the pacing was better than the last episode, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10. And that leaves this episode with an 8.1 out of 10, which I think is pretty accurate. It was a damn good episode. I liked it more than I liked the premiere. And as good as the cliffhanger from last week was, the cliffhanger in this one is extremely solid, because how are you about to not watch the next episode when Daryl, Maggie, and that whole group are so screwed, and one of them just got their hands chopped off like out of nowhere. Like, they really cranked up the intensity at the last second there, and very successfully got me hyped up for next week. I really want to see where Maggie and Negan's relationship is going to go from here. Desperate to finally see the Commonwealth in all its glory, and I want to know more about these random ass people who are trying to kill them, and already killed a bunch of Maggie's people. Can't really beat a good villain on The Walking Dead. So I will see you all then, and that's about it.